here we go. One memento before I start. Alright. I don't want to smile. Anyway. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Alright, here we go. Decent lighting. Just woke up. Poofy hairdo. Alright, here we go. Good morning, everybody. At least I don't look half as terrible as I did the first time. It is 11:42 a.m. Monday, June 18th. And I thought I'd do a bit of a rant here. I guess maybe just for me or others out there who are a fan of RPing, aka role-playing, not like in the bed, not LARPing, more of just online. Now, I think I've told you before in the first video I did that I was a fan of RPing and IMVU and writing stories and being an artist and everything. Every now and again when I'm off IMVU, I go on Facebook because I'm not sure why much anymore, but that's where a lot of my friends are. Not so much family or anything, but it's where a lot of my friends are. That's kind of the only reason why I go on there anymore. Because at times I can find people like me that are million miles away. Hold on. Sorry, one of my friends is going to try again to view this, but unfortunately she won't be able to comment on it, but she can at least, give it a thumbs up. My nail is so long, oh my god. Look at that. Imagine if I got all my nails like that. They're kind of getting there. My pinky is wicked long. Anyway, I'm not super bad with RPing. I can do paragraphs. I can do a couple words, or I can do 2 or 3 lines. I can be very descriptive. I can be very detailed. I can be funny. I can be sad. I can be exciting. I can make it really intense to the point where it scares people away. That's kind of my RPing style. I'm mostly very detailed, and I give the characters life. I write them down to the point. Okay. I hope you got that. To the point where people can actually pay attention to what I'm doing, but at times I can just drabble on and on and on without actually getting to the point. I'm getting better at it. I've definitely gotten better at it. Usually I go with the normal RPing rules of, describe what your character is doing, give a tiny bit of detail of who they are, make sure you're given the settings. That's usually about 3 lines to 2 lines long. At times it'll be a huge ass paragraph, as long as you don't do page rape. Now, page rape, if you guys don't know what that is, no, it's not a super bad thing. It's just when someone does a whole fucking paper in the chat box, and could take people 15 to 20 minutes just to read that whole thing, when it only should take like 5 or 6. Okay, usually the chat bar, okay, here's the IMVU screen, and here's something else. The chat bar is probably about this long, and the chat thing should only be about should maybe be about this big, but instead it fills up the whole area, and that's crazy. I've done that maybe once or twice, but not very much. But that's because I only do that when I'm really stressed out, when I'm pissed or I'm upset, and I can use IMVU as a venting tool. Sorry. So I wanted to maybe spend this time to talk to you guys. Maybe some of you agree, maybe some of you don't. With people who are our peers, or who have been our peers for a while, and haven't been able to find a decent RPing place like me. Granted, I don't have a computer anymore of my own, so I can't have IMVU or Roblox anymore unless I erase stuff on my phone and then put it on there. But IMVU Mobile is a little tricky to use because you can't be in multiple rooms at once. You only can be in one room. Or there is a slight chance you could change outfits as soon as you get into the room. But that would require you to step out of the room for a minute, change, and then come back, and that still might lag the room and everyone else in it. Granted, I don't put a whole lot of kgs, as in the amount of weight you have on your character, I guess, in the computer-like area. But I usually sometimes have it in the hundreds, or like 2,000 to 3,000. That's probably maybe about the max that I put, depending on who or what this character is. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly see if my friend is watching or if she's on. Hopefully she's watching. If not, I can do a live stream on Facebook too. I guess it's not really a live stream, it's just a live video. But I just like to come on YouTube and spit it out. Lay down the tea. So far on Facebook, I have been in 4 RP groups. Now usually, let me think. She's watching. I want to do this really quick. Shout out to Atlantean Boy, my friend and I think a fellow YouTuber. Sorry. I'm like really kind of relaxed right now because there's a nice breeze and there's also a breeze on my feet, so yeah. You get to see my stupid fucking face right now. Anyway, I've been in at least 4 RPing groups. Now, the only RP groups that I ever found on Facebook were, I'm going to admit this right now, 4 MLP. Good thing you can't see me blush. 4 MLP RP groups. Now, usually in these, they're basically the same thing as the one on IMVU, but you could use your own OCs. Sean, seen. One of my other friends is messaging me, and he says, "You forgot about me. We never continued our RP. The only RP I did with him was with my gay unicorn guy that's pink and red that I called him Valentine. And his character, Bass Hunter, those two kind of are eloping a little bit." No, you can't. The white light here is making my face pale as a ghost, so you can't see nothing. Anyway, I'm trying not to get too off topic right here. You're making me lose focus. Uh, um, and all of them have failed to become something that I was hoping they would become. uh, uh, hold on, I want to say something. I'm trying to focus here. And all of them have failed. Now, granted, I know you can make groups of your own, whether that's for suicidal prevention, trans, LGBTQ, horror fans, you like bedazzled jeans, you like beanie babies or dogs or cats. You can make a group for anything. As long as you add a person or two to add to your group, you can add your pictures, you can add anything. You can kick people out of your group, you can destroy the group, you can just do anything you want. And that's what I like about the tiny bit of Facebook that I like. And I was invited to at least 2 of them because I met a few people. I used to. Met a few people on there that we are both our peers. We've been our peers for quite a few years. We were struggling to find people to RP with. We were both actually pretty good. We decided to make a group together, and I was like, okay, this is going to be cool. I made possibly a new friend, and we both have a lot in common, mostly MLP-wise. And then we're going to have this RP, and we're going to have a bunch of people. We're going to show off our OCs. We're going to do our artwork and all this cool stuff, kind of like squad goals / nerding off. And it was quite a show. Yeah, I wish I could figure out how they can comment on this, but maybe later. Of course, what usually happens, there's a few RPs here and there, but they die for some reason. And then I was like, okay, what if I start an RP by myself, which I'm used to because I do solo RP. Now, before you all hate on me, no, I'm not. Shut up. Shut up. Now, okay, I would try not to make it too hard for them, just in case these were a bunch of newbies or people that haven't RP'd in many years, or if they were just now starting off and they only did a few lines. It's like, okay, I'll do a few lines. I'll post a picture of my OC. Usually I draw mine. I don't know how to draw them digitally yet. I would have to, again, still get a computer or a Surface Pro one day. And I would post them with their backgrounds. I would type in, do a bio sheet quickly so people can know who I'm using. I would do maybe half a paragraph, and then all people would do was just probably look at it and then press like, or just read through it and press like, and that's all they would do. At first, I was kind of just, annoyed, because I'm like, this is an RP OC group. Not only do you show off the OCs you've created, both digital and on paper, but you're also supposed to express your character, their life, your feelings, all that stuff. Take that. And I was like, okay, maybe they're really busy. I know life tends to be a lot more different than online because despite what people tell us, I guess, online addicts, I guess would be the term. You know, it's not real, blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't be doing that. Reality is more important, blah, 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 blah. This is just a waste of time and a waste of money, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I decided to wait for a few weeks. Maybe whenever they had time, like off work or something, they would look at it, read it, and maybe respond. And I always, pretty sure I would put, you know, disclaimer or something like that. Let's say, you know, I'm going to start a new RP. You are very encouraged to respond and RP with me. Just something to put here so it makes it kind of interesting, like a game of pretend, like we all used to play as kids. But of course, as usual, I should have predicted this. Nothing happened. Nothing happened for days, weeks, hours, seconds. Nothing freaking worked. And it was even more frustrating. I'm going to draw on one of these. Hold on. Take that. And so I was like, okay, I had enough. I'll give these guys a few extra weeks to do something, whether respond to me or ask me questions or something like that. Nothing again. So I'm like, okay, I had it. This is the last straw. Please someone respond or do something. This is not what I really wanted for this group. I am an administrator of the group. Someone please do something or I'm going to leave. Kind of like a sign of resignation kind of thing. And again, nothing happened. It was as if they wouldn't even miss me. It felt like all my hard work, all my OTs, everything was just nothing to them. So I unfollowed the group. I left. I'm pretty sure they would do nothing with the pictures. They would just probably end up deleting them, or they would get buried over something as stupid as ships. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll make my own group. I love dealing with sensitive people just like me. Makes me wonder if I'm that sensitive. Ugh! It freezes up on me. I love it when people make claims about me that are not true. It's like one of the most irritating things that some people I've noticed do. You know, you're late because of this. You only put that on because of this and this. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just gonna ignore it and be honest. Because honesty is the best policy, right? Anyway, so I decided to make my own group. And I was like, okay, I have a few friends by now. Granted, I don't know them super well, but they make me laugh. We have some connections. We enjoy being nerds together, and we both have our flaws and really dark parts of us that we don't exactly share with the whole world or with each other, but it's still a sense of friendship that I have never had in all my 28, 29 years of my life. So I was like, okay, I'll make my own group. I titled it MLP RPOC group or something like that, and I invited two people, and the same thing happened. Granted, they did put uh, their OCs up and showed them their bios and everything, which was really cool. I really admire that. At least they're sharing in some sense. Granted, I know the feeling that of not wanting to share because the idea that you would only get rejected or ignored or abandoned is all very high in situations like this because the OCs are a part of you, whether they like it or not. They are yourself in pony form, I guess, or whichever type of pony creature from that world. And that was it. I think maybe I had a few good RPs going, but they stopped suddenly and never started back up again. So I'm like, great, great, this is happening all over again. So after a while, I would do the same thing I did last time. Someone please post something. We'll do, a pony of the month or have someone draw something, or I would put questions up and say, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you like this? Just random stuff to hopefully maybe get the group going and surviving. Because right now that group was like starving. And same thing happened. No one posted anything. So I got really frustrated and pissed off and almost sense of failure and disappointment. And I left and never went back. Slowly, I'm pretty sure everyone else left. So I finally joined another group that my friend Ipsy Blackwater was in. Sean was in because I invited him. My friend Tyler, I think by then. My ex was on there before I even knew her. Actually, I kind of knew her, but we just haven't talked enough. That's a heartache that won't ever be told. And a few other people that I kind of knew. I think this character, Artiana something was on there. A few other random people, and I think this one I joined another one because I got to know this person called Taz something. Oh no, that was this one. But yeah, this person again I met, and they're like, "Do you want to start an RP group?" Or she needed someone to help her join an RP group so she can, try to enjoy it. Try to bring back the RP spark. And again, it happened all over again. People were posting their OCs, a lot of really good artworks. But again, no RPs, no stories. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to do something to help her out and to help the rest of us that have no balls to post anything. So I did. I posted and nothing happened. I would do a solo RP for a while to see if anyone would join. And I did post something right before I did anything that I highly encourage you to go and post and join me if you want. If you want to read it, that's fine. But I really wouldn't mind that someone join me. And I would do paragraph after paragraph, story after story, like every 2 or 3 days. And nothing. Nothing again. So I was like, great, this is pretty pointless. So this last group that I'm in, I happen to find. And so far there's tons of pictures. Tons of OCs made both online, digital and on paper. Granted, all mine are digital. A lot of mine are the 3D Pony Maker and the Pony OC Maker made on DeviantArt. I do admit I've had more RP sessions with my original friends than I did with any RP groups. So I'm trying to post there again, really having high hopes that someone will respond. And it's just really sad to see that the MLP group is just a bunch of children that only want to cosplay. They want to have the toys. They want to have the books, the cards. They just want to have the materialistic stuff and not realize or understand that the RP-ness is where it's at. You can show off all the toys you have, all the merchandise, everything. You can have a fucking tattoo of it, or a shirt, or a cute hairdo named after it. God help us that someone started doing hairstyles like that. Oh my god. And nope. Seems like the MLP RP world is dying, and the only place it'll exist is in Facebook Messenger or text, or this place called Discord, which I don't understand at all. It's just like with stupid Snapchat that I don't understand any of it. So that's kind of my rant right now. I'm very close to leaving. I gave him the end of this month to try and figure out something. I will post the same stuff here that I've talked about on Facebook Live. I don't care if non-MLPers do it, but I'm going to post it anyway, because that's one thing that's been bothering the fuck out of me. I got other things to do with live stream because IMVU is gone from my life right now, and it's making me very sad. So I think that'll be it for now. Sorry for those who couldn't actually comment or view this, but as soon as I get done with these live streams, you'll be able to view it in my channel. It really sucks that these are the only kind of things I can do for my channel, but little baby steps, right? Alright, see you guys on Facebook Live, alright? Peace out. I love you.